it's time for Talking Guitars and More. Top 20 best guitar solos of all time. Oh, man. Turn off that reverb, idiot. We're here, everybody. Another episode, Talking Guitars and More. This is episode number 9. We're going to be touching on a few different subjects this evening, but also the top 20 guitar solos of all time. That, of course, it's a list that I Googled.
It's not even your own list, Joe?
No, I ain't had time to make a list for anything. I'm going to tell you what, man. I've been so busy the past couple of days, man. I ain't had a chance to even see straight. I don't know what's going on. But anyway. So we're missing a man. We're a one-man shy. He might be showing up here in a minute. Man, yeah, we got a man down. He might be showing up in a minute. He said he didn't get the link, but I guess he found it. I don't know. So, but the show must go on. So if he shows up, I'll bring him on in here. Yeah. So let's see what we got here. We got a few people in the chat. Not many. We got a few. We'll hopefully it'll build up here in a minute, and we'll address the chat some more. But let's start going around the board here. And Mr. Ralph, the German Butcher, man.
Hey.
How you been doing, man? How's everything been hanging?
Doing good, man. Got a song finished this week. Got all the Christmas presents wrapped. So stress-free for a couple weeks.
Stress-free. That's good, man. You know, my wife left to go out of town. I think it was last Monday or last Tuesday. She's down at her daughter's. Well, I'm a grandpa now. My stepdaughter had her baby yesterday morning, so we'll be heading down there the week of Christmas. She's still down there, so I won't see her until when I go down for the week of Christmas. But man, I hadn't even turned on the Christmas tree. I haven't. You can see I'm on the side of a building tonight. I'm just decided to ride down the road and just go live on the side of a building out here in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, something about some kind of brick oven pizza they're supposed to be having or something, but I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, I hadn't even turned the lights on the tree, man. I haven't done anything, and between doing stuff around here, going to my mom's and helping her, I ain't had a chance to do nothing, man. But anyway, it's been crazy. But Mr. Larry, how are you doing, sir? Mr. Larry Riker, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm doing good. Hanging in there.
Good.
You know, trying to get everything bought up for Christmas, you know what I mean?
You don't have to give me nothing fancy, man. Just
well, I mean, you know, you need more guitars, so.
Yeah. Oh no. No, we know I don't need that. But that I do have a couple of videos coming out in the next few days, man. Part 1 and Part 2. If anybody saw my YouTube short the other day, you know what that is about. If you haven't, go back and watch that YouTube short, because I'm keeping it under wraps until, I release the videos. So I stayed up till 3 o'clock this morning. I did both videos, man. Got them all edited. Everything's ready to go. And that's another reason why for the brick wall here. So
I know you said you stayed up till 3 o'clock in the morning, but that's your sleep schedule anyway, ain't it, Jeff?
Yeah. Usually, if everything goes well at work, I'll get home about 5:30, 5:45, and then I'll go to bed. But yeah, that's close. But I was tired, man. I was, like I said, busy sitting here and shooting videos and editing and all that. It gets time consuming, man. And then after a while, you're like, I'm tired of looking at a computer screen. But
editing's a lot.
All right.
Editing's a lot of work.
It is. It's a lot, man. Let's look at some of the chat right here. Let's get the applause ready, ladies and gentlemen. We have Mr. Jeff Cornell. How are you, sir?
What's up, Jeff?
Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Miss Sandra in the house. How you doing, Miss Sandra? Thanks for taking the time to be here. And we'll go down on further on down because it's still early in the game. Larry, he says hello in the chat.
Hey, Larry.
Hey, what's up?
There's Mr. Jim Guidry. What's up, my friend? Oh, man. Congrats, Joe, on the... Thank you. Yeah, I'm I have different names. Like with my other grandkids, I'm Papa Joe. And with Maverick, the new addition to the family, I'm Pappy. So, yeah.
You stole my name, man. That's my name, Pappy.
Yeah, I remember you said that a while back. Yeah. Yeah.
So everybody calls you something different?
Yeah.
That's just a yeah.
Jeff Cornell says, I'm on location behind Rob's music store. That's right. Ron Pepper, what's going on, brother, from Facebook? Thanks for chiming in, man. Thank you very much.
Are we live on Facebook too?
Yes, sir.
I didn't agree to that. I don't remember signing anything.
There's nothing to be signed. Yeah, it's just on my Facebook page. It's not on everybody else. It's just mine alone. Yeah, man. So, well, let's see here. What else is going on, man? Not a lot, man. I tell you, that PV Wolfgang special I ordered some stuff. It came in the mail the past couple of days, and I actually ordered an extra pickup. And I said, okay. And I was looking for like a solderless wiring system. So before we went live, I said, I'm going to try to mess with this, because I've not had any luck with that PV Wolfgang special. I've taken it to the place a few times, in town. And it's just I can't get nothing positive out of it. So I sit here and I start doing my deal. I hook stuff up that I think would be right. And I said, all right, let me hook it up to the amp. And it's on a high gain preset. And I go, and it's just cring. I was like, holy shit. It's like, if I just, why don't we even have it plugged in? It's just, I don't know, just an acoustic in my hand. And I was like, oh man, are you serious, dude? And so I got something, I don't know what goes to what on that stuff, man. I've looked up schematics and all that, and it's different for everything. And I'm like, okay, oh my God. So I'll take it to somebody and just let them wire it up properly. The pickup's installed, new strings are on. You just got to flip it over, take the back cover off and where the wires are, and just go ahead. I hate dealing with electronics, man. God almighty, I hate that. It's so annoying.
Either.
I can't. I just, man. But anyway, that was a fail. So, but it's all good. But yeah, other than that, man, I've been doing some jamming. Played last night. When I was up late, I tried to do some. Instead of turning on the cameras and do a traditional music video recording, we have the different angles and stuff. I said, I'll just shoot it as a live unlisted, and that way you get two birds with one stone kind of deal. And I got finished, and by this time it's like 2:30 in the morning. I get done, I say, let me watch it back, and it's all, you can hear the music. System, did you? You can hear the music. Yeah, you can hear the music, but when you watch the videos all,
Yep.
like it's freezes, unfreezes, I was like, what is going on? So before we went live here, I said, dude, you better reboot everything because it's going to be a nightmare. And, so yeah, we finally got on track here. Thanks to everybody that's tuning in. Miss Sanders says, yeah, absolutely, yes. Thank you for everybody who's taking the time to tune in. Let's see. Mike himself, I'll catch the replay. Got to work. Have a great show. Thank you, Mike. Man, be careful at work. Thank you for hopping in and saying hello. I appreciate it. Appreciate that very much. What about Ralph? What about you? Did you get any playing in this weekend?
Man. I did it. Not this weekend. I did. No, that's not true, man. Actually, I'm working on a Prince song on keyboard. Incorporate, with guitar, keyboard, bass, and drums. So there's a whole nother layer of mixing and editing.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you still got a little bit to go to get it completed?
Oh yeah, I'm just at the beginning stages, man. Keyboard's hard. Keyboard is very hard
to
do it properly.
Man,
not hunting peck. Actually to play chords with all fingers.
Yeah. I remember when we were a lot younger, Ralph and I would do a lot of music together, and I would add some keyboard and stuff, and it was just really like simple.
It was good though, man. It was really good.
Oh man, it was just simple little things, and man, I took it's a Korg Triton LE is what it is, and I remember I got it from Hames Music in Gaffney years and years ago, and that thing was $1,500 back then.
Wow.
And of course I messed with it for a couple of years, and then
you lost interest, didn't you?
Yeah, and then when I got over here, when I moved out here, and I got to where I played it less and less and less, and I was like, I just don't feel like messing with that, man. It's fun. Keyboard's fun, but it's just, I was like, I don't feel like having to learn a whole nother instrument all over again.
Well, exactly, Joe. And normally I wouldn't bother because I had that keyboard you gave me 30 years ago, Casio thing. I had it sitting here in my living room for years. I didn't even really mess with it, but my dad bought me that keyboard right before he died. Right. He wanted me to have this keyboard, so I'm determined to learn it.
Yeah, that's great. That's awesome, man. And it's a really nice keyboard too, man. It's the clips you sent me of you playing different songs. I was like, man, that's a nice ass keyboard. That ain't no welcome to service merchandise. Ain't nothing like that. That's freaking nice, man. What about you, Larry? Did you do any jamming this weekend, man? Or we still got a little bit to go? But
nah.
No?
I worked on my desk here.
Okay.
I think when was our last show? Before the last show,
2 weeks ago. Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of broke my desk.
Broke your desk?
Yeah, I was moving it around, trying a different direction, and I broke one of the legs. So everything's kind of attached to my desk with the speaker stands. Everything's attached, right? So I had to take it all off. I had to take it all off to flip it over and fix the leg. So I did that.
Oh my God!
And then I wanted to put the new. Last time we went to the guitar store. I bought strings. I was gonna put them on my.
You said you couldn't find them.
ESP, and I got it ready to go. I was in the mood to change some strings, and I couldn't find them. I was like, "Where are these?"
Yeah,
strings?
man, I hear you in the mood. You have to be in the mood to do that, really.
Yeah.
With that changing strings and cleaning the guitar, and I don't feel like doing all that.
Yeah. I was like, I want to get them on there. I want to play this thing, and I couldn't find the strings.
Did you end up going to Guitar Center?
No, I didn't.
I remember you said you might go out there, but
yeah, I wasn't in the mood for that.
Wow. Okay.
Maybe tomorrow. I think tomorrow the mood I'm starting to feel like I want to go to Guitar Center, but
yeah,
we'll see. Do. Maybe I'll order like a 10-pack of the Darios or something. I'm gonna use those more often. So.
Yeah. I broke open my 10-pack the Darios a couple of nights ago, so I'm on the second. I opened the second pack tonight, put it on the PV, which. But yeah, that's the best way to get strings. Just get them in bulk.
How much does a 10-pack go for? About $80 or something?
Larry, can you look that up, please?
Yeah, I'll take a look.
Amazon, 10-pack of Darios. I want to say about $50, I think. Maybe not that much. Maybe because they normally go for about $6 or $7 a pack. So yeah, maybe about $40-$50 at least.
We're talking the nickel.
Wow. Yeah, I get $9.42.
The XLs will be more.
Yeah,
they're more money. I know it's being slow right now.
That's fine, but Yeah, it's about $40 or $50, man. It's not bad. It's not bad. I mean, I remember the days of going to the music store, getting one pack of strings, and that'd be it. And then
glad to have it too.
You'd be glad to have it, yeah. And get home, you put them on, and then if you really didn't know what you were doing way back then, you put them on, and you break a high E string. I'm like, what the hell, man?
What is this?
Now you're right back where you started. You know?
That happened a lot early on, breaking the high E string.
It did, man. It did. I remember we would do that, and it's like, oh my god, because we didn't really know what we were doing. We just idea it sounds right. And tink. I'm like, fuck.
Man, this is a 10 set of 10 to 46s is a 10 pack is $38.99. I mean, that's a great deal.
That ain't bad at all, man. That ain't bad.
I would want 9s. That's not what I.
Yeah, 9 to 42. I got it in my search history on Amazon, but
that's cheap. I'm shocked it's that cheap, actually.
Yeah, Amazon is the go-to place, man, for all the little guitar accessories. I found that out, man, a couple of years ago.
Man, where's that at?
Yeah, it's a good deal.
That's a good deal. Are they real? That's what I don't
remember.
That's what I don't trust about Amazon sometimes. Some of the stuff is fake.
All the guitar stuff I've got from there has been fine.
I wouldn't worry about cheap strings, but
yeah.
But you know, like microphones, like if you wanted to get a what do you call it? The what's the popular one? Like
a Shure SM57 or something, or you talking about something like that? Or
I'm talking about the podcast, the one that like Rogan uses.
Oh, like the Shure mics or something.
The $500 Shures.
Yeah.
There's fake ones out there. You could get them fake for and they're like $200.
Oh wow.
You gotta be real careful with stuff like that. Strings, I'm probably not fake, but that's cheap.
These strings are plastic.
Oh. Well, who knows? You know, you just cheap strings. You throw them somebody throws them in the packaging. I don't know.
Man,
a lot of Chinese stuff on here. There's a lot of. There it really is.
That sounds racist. I don't know why.
No, a lot of the stuff you buy on there will be. If you look at the background, it's coming from China.
Right.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Mass produced cheaply.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And fake.
Oh my gosh. All right. Let's see if we can get into this top 20. Let me share a screen here and we'll get this started. Let's see here. Let me go to that and we're going to hit share and here we go. All right. Let me make sure that it looks all right on the other side. Yes. All right. Let's see here. Let me flip back over. All right. As voted by the readers of Guitar Player magazine, the 20 greatest solos of all time. All right. Here we go. Number 20, Gary Moore, Still Got the Blues. Are y'all familiar with Gary Moore?
I know who he is.
I'm familiar with him. I haven't. I mean, to be honest with you, I haven't.
I don't really know his stuff, to be honest. But the fact is, it's Still Got the Blues. I'm pretty much could know what it sounds like.
Yeah, I've heard that song. It's been a long time, but it's a great song. I know he had a stint in like Thin Lizzy or something, and then he had a huge solo career, and he passed away. I don't know a lot about him. I really don't.
That's a lot more than I knew.
Let's see here. Yeah, Still Got the Blues. Gary Moore, number 20. Let's see. What are we going to down here? Good Lord, I don't need a... Number 19, Fade to Black by Metallica.
The solo?
Yeah, it's a good
one.
one.
That's what it's saying. Yeah.
I like that one.
What it's saying. Fade to Black, Metallica. I'm not I can't even remember how that even goes, man. I never was a big Metallica buff, but
that's
play it for us, Larry.
Something like that. I don't know the whole thing, but that's how it starts.
Oh, it's a classical thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think it is classical.
Yeah, I don't know. So, I know the beginning. I could get it if I worked it for a second, but
Oh, we got time. Go ahead.
we got
We got time. All right, Fade to Black, number 19. The 19 best solo out of this top 20 here. So let's see. Let me get. I haven't heard nothing like that in a long time. Oh man, number 18, Steely Dan, Kid Charlemagne.
I like Steely Dan, but I don't know if I'd have to hear that song. I'm not familiar. The name's not familiar.
I've heard this
Sing it for us,
song.
John.
Oh man, I couldn't tell you. I've heard the title, but I'm not real familiar with a lot of Steely Dan stuff.
no.
Reeling in the Years, that's all I
Right.
know, you know. But I like listening to the story about that song. It's really cool. Let's see. Let's look at the chat here. Mr. Ron Pepper says, Randy Rhoads. Oh, how come I can't read the comments?
Mr. Crowley.
Mr. Crowley. Oh, okay, yeah.
That's on my list too.
Okay, cool. Very cool. Oh, because I'm sharing doing the sharing the screen. That's why I can't see that. Okay. Sorry, Ron. Randy Rhoads, Mr. Crowley, or KK Downing with Judas Priest would be my top picks, he says. Mr. Louis, what's going on, Louis? How you doing, man? Louis Linguini. Gary Moore is a beast. Check out his rock stuff from the mid-'80s, like the albums Corridors of Power and Victims of the Future. Very cool, man. Yeah, I haven't really dove into Gary Moore's library of music. Very cool, though. I need to check that out, man. Let's see. Let's see. 18, Steely Dan, right? Okay, let's move on to... number 17, Cream by Crossroads. Now, okay. Awesome. Eric Clapton, classic rock genre, man. Some great stuff. You guys have any thoughts on that?
Nope.
Same. Sounds good.
I understand. I understand why it's on there.
Yeah. It's a great classic rock piece. I remember I tried messing with it years and years ago, and it's a lot to remember. Even though it's not like it's technically challenging, it's just there's just a lot of stuff there. Like, man, can we just make this easy? Nope.
Joe needs it easy. Come on, man.
Yeah, man. I'm getting too old. Okay, there's 3 turnarounds here, and then we're going to change the... Oh, my God. All right, let's see. Cream by Crossroads. That's a badass song, though. Fun guitar song. Cream by Crossroads. Crossroads by Cream, idiot. Okay,
Yeah,
number 16, Cliffs of Dover by Eric Johnson. Now, when I first heard this song, I was just floored.
You never heard anything like that before, right?
No, no.
That was a long time ago, wasn't it?
Oh my God! I remember when I heard it on the radio. I went out and bought the cassette album. I went and bought it, and I listened to that intro over and over and over and over.
I still can't.
And I was like, no, I can't. I can't touch it. I was like, how in the world is he doing this? And I tell you, who plays like that a lot too is Joe Bonamassa. He has that same style. It's really cool.
It's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah, man.
I'll allow it.
I like that.
Hey, there's Larry's mom. Hey, Larry's mom. How are you? She goes, hi, guys. I have one I like, but going to wait and see if it shows up. But I may fall asleep. I'm old. Don't say that.
I understand.
Call it out.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
Call it out in case you fall asleep. I'll tell you if it's on there or not.
Yeah. But yeah, Cliffs of Dover, man, I love that song, and I've actually watched his live performance of that on it's on YouTube. What what is that? Oh man, what is that show called on PBS?
Jefferson.
And huh?
Yeah.
The Jeffersons.
Jeffersons. I said PBS, not TBS. But and so it was I don't know, where they had artists and they perform. I can't remember the name of it now. But if you look him up playing that on the PBS episode, man, it's incredible, man. God, dog, it's amazing. All right. Clissa Dover, Eric Johnson, number 16 out of the top 20 guitar solos of all time. Let's move on down. Prince, Purple Rain, number 15. Out of 20, number 15.
Where do you think?
I
it should
love.
Be, Joe? I know you do. That's why I asked.
I think it should be further up the ladder, like towards the top spot. I mean, that song and that solo, man, it
got a lot of feel to it. It's just...
It does completely, just overflowing with feel and emotion. And I played that song one day last week before I went to work. I was in here just messing around, and I said, I haven't played that in a while. No. And even then, when I played it, it still gives me chills, man. I don't know. I just love that song.
At least it's on the list.
It is. Yeah. Yeah. Larry's mom says her the one that she was wanting to see is November Rain by Guns N' Roses. Okay.
I have that on my list.
Slash. Okay. And I think Ralph said he made a list for a top 20 of his own. So that's interesting.
Well, it's not 20, but it's some.
Okay. All right. Yeah, number 15, Purple Rain by Prince. Man. I love that song. All right. Let's move on.
Approved.
Let's see. Oh, Highway Star by Deep Purple at number 14. The best guitar solos of all time.
I'm not familiar with it, man.
I've heard it a couple of times here and there, but I've never been a big Deep Purple buff, whatever you want to call it. Just never, I don't know, just never really gotten into them.
I like them, but to put them in the top 20 solos, no.
Yeah, I was kind of like, but who am I? I'm just a guy standing in front of a brick wall here. Let's see. Mr. Louis Linguini says, I want to read your comment, sir, then I'll showcase it because it's the way I'm presenting the screen. I can't read it on that side. Let's see here. Another guy who I love, who probably isn't on this list, is Frank Marino. Check out his live album, Frank Marino and Mahogany Rush, live from 1977, and his albums What's Next and The Power of Rock and Roll. The guy was a huge influence on Zakk Wylde. Frank is killer. Thank you, Mr. Linguini, for that comment. Let's put it up on the board so people can also read that if they like. And, this episode is brought to you in part by Linguini Subs and Salads. So, hey, thank you, Louie, for sponsoring the show, man. And don't forget to send me a gift card for your restaurant because I'd like to check it out. Sounds very interesting, indeed. Miss Sandra says, Perfect Strangers is better. All right.
I'm assuming she's talking about the show, Perfect Stranger.
Either that or another song by Deep Purple, I guess. I don't know.
Is your applause button broken?
No, sir, it's not broken. People are just happy. Why don't you learn to be that way, too?
Oh, here we go. All right. Come on, Joe. Let's do it.
Yeah,
Let's do this. Let's have an old-fashioned knockdown.
Let's play the dozens.
Here, in front of God and everybody. Let's do that.
Oh, God.
That's a Deep Purple song. Here. That was Deep Purple song.
It is a Deep Purple song, yeah. Yeah. All right, let's see. All right, let's go down there. Oh, Guns N' Roses, Sweet Child of Mine. Close.
Yeah.
Close, Larry's mom.
Solo.
Yeah.
Man, that's all. Remember that when we was in high school, but all of us, that's all I heard was Guns N' Roses, Sweet Child of Mine, and Paradise City, over and over and over and over.
They were different than the other bands that were out at that time, so they stuck out.
They were, yeah. Yeah. I remember there was this girl in my math class. I don't even remember her name. I never really knew her. I just somebody that was in the class, and man, she always wore the blue jean jackets like back in the day, and had a Guns N' Roses patch on the back, Guns N' Roses T-shirt. I mean, she was all about Guns N' Roses, everything. I was like, my God, she was just. Jeff Cornell, he says any solo. Is that Menichetti? I don't know. I'm not sure if I pronounced that name properly. All right, we'll see if we run into that, sir.
Solos are a tough subject.
It is.
I don't usually songs stick out to me. Not.
Yeah.
I mean, where do you go with this? You know, Eruption, Yngwie songs are basically all a solo.
They are.
That is.
And actually kind of the same solo, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is, isn't it?
Or you got Satch.
You've heard one, you've heard them all. Yeah.
Steve Vai, all solo.
I watched an interview with Yngwie. I think it was it Rick Beato or something? Was interviewing Yngwie, and he was in there and he was doing his stuff, and he's like, well, and like on this song, and then he goes, and then on my other album, it was just, I was like, I can't tell the difference between what he's from that and the other, man. I was like, wow, my God. But huge respect to the man. He's incredible, but I can't. I can listen to maybe 45 seconds of his stuff. Oh, man. Hey, Paulie, what is going on, man? How are you doing, sir? Hey, did that setup work for you, Paulie? Paulie was asking me, he sent me a message through Facebook Messenger last week and wanted to know if about rearranging his pedals on his pedal board.
That makes a big difference how you have them
if
arranged.
It helped him out. Yeah, if you have them, yeah, it does. I mean, they say there's no rules, but if you have them a certain way, I think it makes a huge difference, you know. The reason I'm asking, Paulie, is I never really, maybe you forgot to respond, or maybe I overlooked it myself. I don't know. Anyway, I just wonder if it worked out for you, man. Let's see. Guns N' Roses' Sweet Child of Mine at number 13 of the top 20 best guitar solos of all time. All right, let's go down. Oh, Crazy Train, Ozzy Osbourne, number 12.
Yeah, that's good.
Yep.
I can relate to that.
Everybody
Ron
knows
Pepper, if you're still here, there you go, man. Yeah, man. Oh, Paulie says he's going to jump into that project this week. I'll be in touch. Oh, okay, cool, man. Cool deal. Awesome. Yeah, Crazy Train.
That's well deserved. That's a good, yeah.
That's a badass solo, man. Damn.
Yeah.
I like to hear Zakk Wylde play that too, man. Let's see. Beat It, Michael Jackson. Eddie Van Halen. All right.
It's a
number
good
11.
solo, man. It's you know, it's not long, it's not intricate, but it's memorable.
It is, and that was a big deal. You know, of course, back then there was nothing like that really going on, and after that, you kind of saw, of course, the mix and mash or whatever of Run DMC, Aerosmith, and a bunch of other ones. Here's a trivia question for y'all in the chat. Was Eddie Van Halen the only guitar player to play on that song Beat It?
No, I don't think he was. But I don't remember who else
Okay.
it was.
Okay, that was what I was going to say. There was another guitar player involved with that creation of that song. Does anybody know who that is? And so let's see here. We'll go on to down the list. 11, Beat It, Michael Jackson. That's pretty cool. All right. The top 20 solos of all time. All right. Number 10, While My Guitar Gently Weeps, The Beatles. I want to say that Eric Clapton played the solo on that song. Let's see. Yep. His pal Eric Clapton, George Harrison's pal Eric Clapton played on the session. There we go. Yes.
I have that one written down, but I have it when Prince played it. Did you
Oh,
see
yeah.
that?
That was incredible. And he
Yes, that
threw
was
the
incredible.
guitar
I
up,
have,
and it never
yeah.
came back down. That's what got me. I was like, damn, somebody was up there and they caught that damn thing. Can you imagine if that guy didn't catch it? Oh, my bad. He would have lost his job. Yeah, that's right. Louis is correct. Steve Lukather. That's right. Steve Lukather played the rhythm guitar on Beat It. Guitarist of Toto. That's right. You are correct. Mr. Cornell, you are correct. Yeah, man. Incredible player, Steve Lukather. Man. All right. While my guitar gently weeps. Yeah, I love the rendition that Prince did. That's to me, that's the one that sticks out. I'm like, oof. All right. 25 or 624 by Chicago comes in at number 9.
I know this. I can hear the song. Can't hear the solo.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's got a lot of wah in it. It's kind of, it's kind of fast, and it's I don't know. To me, it's never stood out as a memorable solo, but only thing I remember is the beginning. That's how
right.
What I think about when I hear the title of that song, or if I see the title. And that's it. I don't know nothing else about it.
Nah.
Never really cared to. Like, yeah, okay.
Next.
Pass, yeah. Onward, please. All right. Number 9, Chicago. 25 or 624. This is surprising. Ooh, Freebird comes in at number 8 by Leonard Skinner. What do you gentlemen think about that?
Well, it's memorable. The slide on that is really good.
Right. Yeah.
It's memorable. I don't know if it's...
It's a long song, man. That song is freaking long.
It's only 28 minutes long.
Yeah.
How long?
My God.
I don't know. I can't think of the solo in it, honestly.
Yeah, it's
I like the
it's
song,
a cool song, but man, it's a jamming thing, but man, I've played it in the past and I just got burnt out on it. I was like, I don't want to even hear that song again. But that's not what this is about. This is the top 20 guitar solos of all time. So number 8, Leonard Skinner, Freebird. All right, let's move on down the line.
Good song.
Sultans of Swing, Dire Straits at number 7.
Great song.
That is a cool song. For me personally, I'm kind of shocked that it's in the top 10. But
I mean, he plays it with his, he picks with his fingers.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Yeah, Mark Knopfler never uses a pick. He's always doing that. I was like, wow, man. When I think of the song that comes to my mind when somebody says the band Dire Straits is Money for Nothing, that's what always comes into my head.
Right.
And it was always a cool intro in that video, and Sting singing the "I Want My MTV" line before the song starts, and I didn't know that for the longest time, and that was him doing that till a lot later. It's like, wow.
This is the one I think of, but it's more of that riff and that chord progression that I think of. The solo to me, I don't know. Solos just don't really stick out to me.
Right.
I don't know. They got to be. Eruption is probably. If you had to ask me, I'd say Eruption. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or some Pink Floyd stuff. I don't know.
I never got into Pink Floyd that much either. Not saying nothing bad about it. It's just, I don't know. It's never really done nothing for me.
I think Comfortably Numb, maybe.
Yeah, I like, if we're going down the Pink Floyd route, I would say Another Brick in the Wall, whatever. Yeah. That would be pretty cool. That's very moving solo there.
Where's
Pink
Hendrix?
Floyd. All right, let's see.
There's going to be Hendrix.
Let's see.
Van Halen left. It's got to be.
Yeah, that hasn't been touched upon yet, except for the Beat It solo. And all right, let's see. Let's move on. Number 6, the Jimi Hendrix Experience, All Along the Watchtower. Wow, there you go. I've always loved that song. Good song. In a lot of movies, a lot of. I think about Forrest Gump when I think about that song. Miss Sanders says, "Who wrote this list?" This is a guitar readers poll. Yeah. I know it's kind of wild, isn't it? Let's see here.
It's not
number 6, All Along the Watchtower. Do what, Larry?
It's not horrible. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. It's kind of.
It's solos is tough. I don't know.
It is, man. It's subjective. You can't. Everybody's different.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Song wise, there's some good songs on here, but.
Yeah. Again, I didn't make this list. This was a guitar readers poll.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Number 4. Did I miss one? Oh, I'm sorry. Number 5. Eagles, Hotel. That makes sense.
Yeah, I got that one on here.
Yeah.
Hotel California by the Eagles. Yeah, that's a classic song. Great song. Great solos, too, yeah.
It is.
John Felder and Joe Walsh, yeah, man. Let's see. Move down. Number 4, Queen, Bohemian Rhapsody.
That's on my list too.
Yeah, that's a great solo in that song, man. What you think, Mr. Larry?
Okay. Sounds good. Good song.
He's like, move along.
See, that's what I mean. Everybody's different. Exactly.
No, I don't think it's a bad.
That's fun.
I'm not familiar with the solo in it. I just remember that singing part is what stands out to me.
Just think about Wayne's World.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a bad. Did y'all see the what was it, a few years ago that came out, that the Queen movie? I can't.
Yeah, I watched it.
It was good.
I thought it was an excellent movie. Excellent movie.
It was called Bohemian Rhapsody, wasn't it?
Was it? I couldn't. Man, I was.
I think that's the name of it.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a great movie, man. It's hard to make good movies on groups. What's that, Larry?
I don't know. This wouldn't be top 4 to me.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it in the top 4, but I definitely have it on my list. It's good.
Okay. Queen, number 4, Bohemian Rhapsody. Let's, oh boy, Stairway to Heaven, number 3.
Yeah.
I would definitely say that's one of the best solos of all time. Does it need to be at number 3?
See what 2 and 1 is.
I'd say it top, maybe number 5 or something. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. Any guesses? Anybody, for number 2 and number 1 for the best guitar solos of all time? Top 20. Before we move along.
Man, they already did Hendrix. I can't see him picking him again.
Well, there's got to be a Eddie Van Halen one in there, but which one?
I think Eruption's coming. Is it 1 or 2? Is it 1 or 2? I don't know. And I can't think of another one. Maybe where's Stevie Ray Vaughan? I mean, Stevie Ray's not in here.
Thank goodness.
He was not in the top 20. It's crazy. Crazy. All right. Ralph, you have any guesses, man?
How about Little Wing, Hendrix, and then I'll go as number 1 and Eruption as number 2.
Okay.
There's going to be an Eddie Van Halen, but I just okay, go with Eruption. Sure.
Okay. All right, here we go. Let's go down to number 2.
Drum roll.
Best
Do I have a drum roll
20
sound?
The top 20 guitar solos of all time. Oh, Van Halen Eruption. Look at that. Wow.
Number
Got
2.
it right, man. You got it right. Larry was on that one. He got it. Man.
I have no idea what number 1 will be. No idea. I really don't.
I have no idea. I was going to say a Hendrix, but they've already said him, so I don't know.
I'm gonna go Hendrix. I can't. Who else could be number 1?
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that Stevie Ray Vaughan will be number 1.
Which song?
Pride and Joy. I love that. I love that solo, but
yeah,
I love that solo.
Wow.
But I don't know. Do these people are this poll? Are they thinking along the same lines as me? I don't think so.
I'm going Little Wing.
All right, here we go. All right, number 1 of all time, Pink Floyd, Comfortably Numb. Oh my God,
it's memorable. When I hear it, I know exactly what it is.
I said,
yeah.
I said Comfortably Numb before, but not number 1.
No. I was not expecting that at all.
That is a little bit extreme, isn't it?
Yeah, extreme. Yeah, they should have been on here.
Speaking of extreme,
we got to get these list writers to come on and explain themselves.
Yeah. Explain yourself, please. Wow. Yeah, that's crazy.
Hey, maybe it's by record sales, by popularity.
Record sales, yeah.
It's just like that other a top 200 guitar player list. That thing was crazy. This is better. Yeah. This was a little better.
Yeah.
It's just out of order.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, insane.
Yeah.
You want to hear what I got, Joe?
Yes, sir. Let me present you, and you can.
Now, this is not pop in any order. This is just what I think are memorable. When you hear them, you know what what that is.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Of course, I had Hotel California. They mentioned that.
Mm-hmm.
I have AC/DC, the Back in Black solo.
Oh, wow.
If you hear it, you know it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Then I have Boston, More Than a Feeling solo.
Oh, nice.
Isn't that a great solo?
That is a great solo, yes.
Of course, then I had Bohemian Rhapsody. Then I had the guitar solo from Rosanna.
That's yeah. Yeah.
I had Crazy Train. And I cannot believe Bark at the Moon solo wasn't on there. That's an incredible guitar solo.
That is, man. Jake E. Lee is the man.
Yeah. And I had Mr. Crowley. And the guitar solo from No More Tears is it's tasteful, man. It's not hard. It's not all over the place, but it's perfect for that song.
Yeah, yeah.
And then, of course, for me, any guitar solo from Nuno Bettencourt, any guitar solo he does.
Oh man, yeah.
I had Beat It on here.
Okay.
I had the time Prince played While My Guitar Gently Weeps.
Yeah.
I had the guitar solo from Wait by White Lion.
Oh yeah,
I love it.
There we go.
And I actually had the guitar solo from Stone in Love from Journey. It's a good solo, man. It's a great solo.
Sean, yeah. They weren't even on that list. Man.
That's a great list. Like that make me feel something,
Yeah, it gets you pumped up, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
I just have the Nick Jonas Mistake solo.
Nick Jonas. Oh man, Nick Jonas.
The Jonas Brothers.
See, next week we should do, or what next show? The worst guitar solos. Let's do the worst.
Oh, I don't know. I guess we have to make our own list.
Yes,
I don't think they're going to publicize it. Hey, Johnny, what's going on, man?
I'll ask ChatGPT.
There's one. He's got one. Worst guitar solo. Jeff Cornell says Lil Wayne's guitar solo. There you go.
I've seen that one. It is bad.
Yeah, it's horrible. Edwin Crane, what's going on, man? Now, what did you get there, Larry? You pulled up a list.
I'm trying to get Chat GPT to pull up a list of the worst guitar solos.
Oh, if you do, put it. We'll look at that. I'll let you go ahead and read off those names. If
it doesn't want to do
any guitar solo by Kurt Cobain.
Yeah. Yeah. Man.
Am I wrong? I'm not wrong.
Nah. I never cared for.
It won't do it.
For Nirvana.
It won't do it.
Hurt nobody's feelings. Everybody's a snowflake.
It says it's essential to approach discussions about music with respect for the diverse tastes and preferences.
Oh my God! Even the AI says that we can't even. We got to make our own list.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Miss Sanders says worst solos. Yeah.
It gave me some songs. I got it to do it.
Oh, you did? Well, good. Can you share it? And we'll.
I just tell you what they are.
Yeah, just zip through them. Let's hear them.
It says Saint Anger by Metallica is number 1.
Ooh, for the worst solo? Wow. Yeah.
Some fans criticize the unconventional sound of the solo.
They don't have a clip of that solo, do they? It'd be nice if each one of these had a clip from each solo so you could hear it, but I don't know that. Revolution
9 by the Beatles. Chinese Democracy, Guns N' Roses by Buckethead, it said.
Buckethead, yeah. He's an incredible guitar player.
And I Will Always Love You, Whitney Houston cover.
What?
That's all they gave me. They gave me 4.
Holy cow.
I'll have to agree with it.
They dug deep for that crap, didn't they?
Wow.
Metallica's the worst solo.
Wow.
That wasn't very nice of Chat GPT. We should have respect for our fellow musicians, and then they go on to tear them down. Look at that.
Oh, man.
I just got in trouble with the AI.
Yeah.
It's going to get me.
Oh, man. Golly, man. I'd have to really sit down and think for a minute of some of the worst guitar solos.
Yeah, it'd take me a minute.
It'd take me a minute to really think about it, because I mean, if they're considered the worst, are they really going to stick in your mind? Maybe not.
That's true, because you wouldn't listen to them. You know,
you'd be like, "What is that?" Next,
back in the day, change the station. People don't do that now.
That's right. Yeah, today they're like, "Huh?"
You know that what's his name? Steven Tewksbury, that guitar kid, makes the faces and stuff. He's very popular on YouTube.
Yeah.
He did a replay of the Nick Jonas solo. He's like, let me try to play that. He came out live and he played out of tune basically and messed up the notes. It's a hilarious video.
Oh man,
that's the worst solo really ever. That one.
Oh man,
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, I've seen clips of that when that was going on, and I was like, man, if I was going to have a spot like that, man, I would be practicing my ass off.
I don't know if we could play it.
That dude, I'd probably get flagged for it. But that dude come out and he just kind of butchered that, whatever it was he was playing. It, I could listen to it until I said, man, he's off. That is not in keys.
It was his own song. It's his own song.
The bends weren't in pitch. I was like, my God, dude, what are you doing?
It's his own song too.
Well, there you go.
It was just a thing. He just messed up.
You know. Oh well. I guess he got
everybody
too
has a bad day.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
It's still funny though.
Yeah, because it's out there forever for everybody.
And it's out there. It's out there forever, man. Yeah.
Pull up on command. Pull it up whenever you want.
And I don't listen to the Jonas Brothers, so
I don't either. So he gets a free pass.
No, I'm more of a Swiftie.
Swiftie.
I felt weird even saying that.
Oh my gosh, man! Oh man! So, do y'all have anything in mind for gear or anything for the holidays? Are you wanting like maybe some pedals or cables or guitar or whatever? Anything like that on your list?
I just got 2 new guitars recently. I have no business or right to ask for anything else right now. I really don't.
Right. Yeah.
And I don't need anything. Honestly, I don't need anything. Maybe one package strings. There's one guitar that I have not yet changed the strings on. Well, all of them are changed. They're all good. I mean, I'll take a 10-pack if you want to send it.
Yeah, you need a 10-pack, man. Come on. one pack. That ain't gonna do nothing. It's like somebody's starving. You give them a Hershey Kiss. Here you go. That's all you get. What the hell?
I got a question for you, Joe.
Yes, sir.
Do you think is it ever too late to learn how to play the guitar?
No, I don't think it's ever too late. Now, my issue is people that have just started want to put out a YouTube video. That's the thing that gets on my nerves.
Yeah.
And I mean, I get it because we're in a different age of technology.
Yeah. Well,
I get it. And people like to see themselves on the phone or on screen, and you can, now everybody has smartphones and smart TVs. You can make a video about whatever, and you can say, "Hey, you can tell your significant other, hey, look what I did," and pull it up on the TV. But I mean, you're talking about playing an instrument. It's all.
It's a lot. Well, I mean, Larry knows, I know the time and repetition and the practice and the day-to-day, the over and over, the hours, the weeks, the months, the years it takes to play. If somebody is our age, how old are you, Larry?
52.
Oh, good. You are our age, too.
Yeah, he's our age, yeah.
If somebody had never played guitar before and picked one up at 53 and said, "I'm going to learn guitar," okay, good for you. I don't discourage it, but it all depends on what you plan on doing. Do you think you're going to start learning guitar now and be in a band? I don't think so, because, like I said, the time it takes to get the feel for it and learn how to play it. Now, are there exceptions to the rule? Sure, there's people out there that'll pick it up and take to it right away. But normally people don't. Normally people will try for a week, and then that guitar will sit in the corner for the rest of its life.
Yeah.
So it just depends on what you want to do. If you just want to play for the fun of it, sure, go ahead and learn how to play. But don't expect to be in a band or anything.
No, there's too many nuances involved that you have to try to, master. And I haven't, but
a whole package.
But there's just a lot. Now, if you want to, like you said, if you want to pick up the guitar up and learn 4 chords, you can play 200 songs with those 4 chords. But
that's what they say.
But it's all different, with your rhythm, and you can't just play the same tempo with all the. You got to have inflections and stuff in there. You got to know how to separate tempos and feel, and it all comes from this right here.
You can get some time playing over and over.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's I think it's wonderful if somebody wants to learn any instrument, no matter what age of their life. But the reason I said what I said is because I see some people, I'm like, dude, let's reel that in a little bit. Let's put a little bit more work in there before you start putting them videos out.
I know you got names in your head too. Go ahead and say them, Joe.
Oh, this is YouTube. We could pull up a gazillion, the people that I've seen. I'm like, what are they doing, man? I mean.
That's a whole show by itself, Joe. Do that for next. Do that.
You talk about worst guitar solos. We could slaughter some damn people on here, but
let's do it, man.
I ain't gonna do that.
He said, "Let's do it."
I ain't gonna do that. Because that wouldn't be right. And then I just, we have our own conversations about in certain channels. I'm like, dude, what was he thinking? I don't know.
I know.
But it's all good. People give compliments to. Hey, it sounds great. It sounded like shit, dude. What are you doing? But now I'm the bad guy, so whatever. Edwin Crane says, if you can play guitar mindlessly, you can play. Let's see. Mr. Ted Fair, he says, I bought my mom, who was 73, a Fender Stratocaster, and she absolutely loves learning the basic chords. That's amazing.
Yeah, I don't discourage it at all.
Yeah, I don't either. I think that if you can learn basic chords and be able to get the coordination down, and I think that's awesome. That's amazing. Here's an example why what I said, and I don't mean to pigeonhole everybody. That's not what I'm doing. There's people, and Ralph and Larry, I know y'all have dealt with this, back in the day before the internet and before, looking on whatever, social media to try to find somebody to jam with or try to start a band. You'd go down to the guitar store and you look on that billboard or whatever, and people, you pull the tab off, call here, looking for a guitar player or whatever. Okay,
I've called so many weirdos in my life.
And I'd call, and the guy's like, yeah, man, I've been playing for 20 years. I was like, I think so. Automatically, you're like, damn, 20 years.
Right. He
This
must
guy
have
must
it
be
down,
incredible, you know. So you pack your shit up, you go down there, and the guy, and I was like, he has not been playing for 20 years, man.
He's
There's
had a
no
guitar
way.
for 20 years, but he hadn't been playing it.
Damn, I was like, he's been drinking for 20 years. I know that. He's done fooled himself, but and there was I've ran into that a few times, and of course I'm real polite with the people. Say, look, I appreciate it, but I got it. I got to go, man. Because I'm wasting my time. Because you can't go and try to jam with somebody if they're on a beginner level. It's just not going to work.
Yeah.
Because it's just not going to work. Let's see. Jeff Cornell has a question for you, Ralph. He goes, at the German Butcher, he says, could you show us the new guitar boxes you picked up? New guitar boxes? I don't know what that means.
Boxes are in the trash, but I don't know.
Yeah.
But this one right here is one of them. This one right there. It looks like what did I say it looks like, Joe? A candy corn.
Yes.
only on camera, though. In real life, it doesn't
great
look like
description, because it reminds, when you said that, I could not unsee it when you said that.
There's something about the camera divides these lines very defined, but if you see it in person, you don't see that. It just blends seamlessly.
Yeah,
That one, and
beautiful.
I have another Ibanez, but it's across the room.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a Strat with the
red pinstripe, right?
Yeah, it's white with a red faceplate. But the thing I like about this one, it's not like a regular Strat has rounded corners. These come more to a point.
To a point, yeah.
Which makes it look more aggressive.
Yeah,
anyways,
it's nice. Yeah, I remember you sent me pictures of it. It's nice, man. I like it very much.
Yeah.
And Larry, what's that you got there?
Hold on, my beer assistant's bringing me one.
This one?
Okay.
Oh, this is my same old Schecter. But I was gonna say,
yeah.
I got my ESP sitting right here.
Oh, okay.
Let's see if I can grab it. Yeah, I can get it. Here it is. See, I think this is more pointy.
Oh, that's nice, man. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. It is.
It's nice.
Yeah. And I like this.
I like the headstock on that.
Yeah, I like
how it comes to a point.
Yeah, I like that.
I love that. It looks more aggressive.
My LTD has that same headstock. Yeah, it's nice.
I've had this for a while.
Yeah.
And it's a MH350 FR.
Yeah, nice.
But this is the one I was excited to get the strings on. I was like, I got to get this one going again.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That body shape, without the neck and the headstock, just the body itself looks like a PRS in a way to me.
Kind of does, the body shape, yeah.
Yeah, it's like carved, right? It's carved out.
Yeah.
Carved top, I guess. It's not flat. It's black, like translucent black.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this one a lot, and it's not a bolt-on,
There's a neck through the body, neck through body.
Neck through, yeah.
Yeah, neck through.
The only thing you could say maybe about it is if you like EMGs or not, Right. I would kind of want one of these in a passive, if I could.
Yeah.
I love the shape and the body and everything about it, but,
Yeah,
ESP doesn't really make. I don't think they really make anything passive, do they? It's all EMGs in their stuff.
Yeah, for the most part, yeah.
Yeah, I wish they'd. I'll have to look. I mean, if they made something like that, that's what I would be looking for.
Yeah.
So maybe Ibanez is the next. I don't have any Ibanez, oddly.
No, you don't? I thought I was going to say, do you have any?
I didn't have one either, and then all of a sudden I got two. Which is still
here we go.
Yeah, it's still got the plastic on. I hadn't even peeled the plastic off.
Right.
You see right here, still got the tag hanging.
Wow, you still got the hang tag on it. Wow.
Yeah, but what I like is the red on that going down on the neck.
Oh, the front.
I've never seen that.
That's
I hadn't either.
On the guitar itself,
that's nice.
It's outlined in red.
Oh, even the neck is too. The neck is.
And neck is too.
Oh man.
I like the fretwork.
And it's flat black at the top.
That's nice, man. I like that. That red and white just go together really well.
It does. It really does.
Cool. Man, that's nice, dude. And have you? Well, you still got the. Have you played it?
Yes, I have played.
Oh, you have. Oh, okay.
The tag's not actually in the way.
Okay.
So yes, I have played it, and I thought that's cool because now I got all these guitars. Well, one's got a tag hanging on it, like I've got a guitar store. That's
you got your
that's
own store, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude. That's awesome, man. And your Ibanez behind you. What's it called? Autumn Fade.
Autumn Fade. Yes.
Yeah. Now I know you. I remember when you told me I remember when you said you got it. You didn't have to do much to it. It was like ready to go out of the box.
It was ready to get the low E string. Needed tweaking just a hair.
Huh. That's odd. I mean, coming when a guitar is shipped, usually you got to do some major setup on it. But wow, that's great.
I've never had that happen ever.
Yeah, me neither, man. That's great. That is fantastic, man. Golly, boy, man.
So, what kind of brand do I still need to have? I got, I love my Jacksons. I've got.
Yeah, you got a lot of Jackson and Ibanez. You need.
I got a Yamaha. Of course, that was what you gave me.
A Yamaha, you got that, yeah.
Charvel.
You got that one Charvel though, right? That's it.
Yes.
You need another. You need a San Dimas Charvel, like the ones like the song we played on for your sister. Wasting My Time. We played that.
Oh yeah.
I played the hard shell pink. You need a Charvel like that. That man. You would love that. Those pickups are nice and hot. Do what, Larry?
Do you have Schecter?
I do not.
He does not.
The reason why is the price to me. When I look at them, do I see ones I like? Sure I do. But the price runs me away. I don't get up into the $800-900 guitars. I just don't.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you quantity, like Joe.
But I don't really have any Jackson, but I like Jackson. I don't have Charvel, but I like them.
I love Jackson.
Jackson and Charvels are great, man. The LTD, like what he's holding, Ralph, would be good for you too.
You think so?
I think those are nice. I got one like his, except mine's like it's a blue paint job on the body, kind of like a dark blue burst or something.
Are the pickups hot?
They are, yeah, they are.
So you catch all the harmonic wheels and
man. I did the when I did a cover of one of the songs by Survivor, High on You. Yeah, High on You by Survivor. I played the LTD on that one, and it's a great guitar. I did replace the Floyd on it. I upgraded to a Goto on it because the Floyd that was on it was it was cheap. But I had an extra Goto in the back in the warehouse back here, and I swapped it out. It was perfect. It was perfect. But yeah, LTD would be good for you, man. A Charvel, or like what Larry's got.
Well, this one's like six. This one was like 600, but it was.
Yeah.
It's old now, though. I don't think you can. I don't think you
nothing
can get
wrong with old, man.
No, I mean it's like this thing's like 10 years old, maybe.
Yeah.
Even that, it's made in China too.
And sometimes you can just get a cheaper guitar, and it's not a bad guitar.
Right.
Like the last video I did, played my green headless guitar, that
Leo James,
Leo James guitar.
Yeah.
Sounds really good, man. It's fun to play.
That's like my Leo James. It looks like that's that Les Paul style. It's just as good as an Epiphone. I was really shocked at the quality and everything.
Yeah, then the stuff made today is because it's CNC'd, I think. They can just
crank them out.
Yeah, you can get even the Kramers that are out now I haven't played any of them, the cheaper ones, but they look good.
Yeah,
they do.
I have a purple Kramer.
You probably need to swap out the hardware a little bit, but I don't know.
On the lower tier Kramers, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, I don't know enough about them to talk about them. But I just seen them on the,
Well, I remember when we was at Guitar Center.
Center.
Remember I picked up those 2 Kramers, and they just picking them up. I was like, oh my god! And they felt cheap. They felt really cheap, and I was like,
Could be.
oh nope. And I put it back because there was a black one I was looking at. It had the classic Kramer headstock, but just
With
holding
a big
it.
round. It's just rounded on the end.
It was nice, man. I liked it, and I was like, ooh, I like that, but. That was the only good thing about it, man. The Floyd was all out of whack, and I remember Larry was standing there. I went and plugged it up to an amp, and it was cring, cring. I was like, "Oh my god, these pickups are horrible."
I think you got to be in a price. You got to be in a price point, right? Probably like 350, 400, and up a little bit. The quality, like that
it
stuff
starts to change. Yeah,
It does.
Yeah,
Stuff starts to change at the $299 mark. Once
somewhere.
you go away from that, it definitely changes.
And those Kramers were $200, right? I think.
Yeah, they were.
Yes,
like
that's
$250
why
or something. They were. Yeah,
Look like a
they'd
strap.
be great. They're great for a beginner. Yeah, but
They sound okay, man. I like mine. I'll do a video with mine eventually.
Ted Fair says he bought an Edwards Les Paul copy. It's made by ESP. It easily plays and sounds as good as my USA Gibson Les Paul. There you go.
Yeah, the Edwards stuff is no joke, but you can't buy it through a shop here.
Yeah.
They get sued by Gibson.
Oh, for real? Okay.
Yeah, that's why I don't see Edwards brand over here. You got to get it from overseas. I think they're big you can get them in Japan. Like
A Solar? I've never heard of a Solar.
Try Solar out.
Solar is Ola's brand.
Oh, okay. Ola England. Okay, yeah.
That's his guitar company.
Okay, I've not
They're
seen
going
a
to
review
be
of those.
Well, they're going to be they're pointy. They have a pointier.
Yeah. Okay.
I like that. I like that.
And they're going to be heavy. Ola's.
I don't like that.
Yeah, I can't handle a heavy guitar. After 2 back surgeries,
Yeah, no, not heavy and then weight, but heavy metal.
Oh, the look.
Well,
the look.
That I like.
You know what?
That's different.
The sound or
the aesthetic
look?
of it. Yeah.
The chug. Ola's the Willet chug guy.
Yeah,
Okay.
Willet chug. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you meant.
Sweet.
It's going to be a heavy guitar. It's like, oh man.
Yeah, he plays into all the Swedish metal.
Right. Yeah, he's incredible. Yeah.
So he's kind of cool. I wouldn't mind a Solar. A Solar would be cool to get one.
Yeah. I actually did look on. It's been over a year. I looked at some of those models. They didn't look bad. I just wasn't familiar with them. But
there's just so many more models now than there used to be, like television stations. We only had 4.
Man. Yeah.
There only used to be 4 brand of guitars.
Yeah.
Now everybody makes a guitar.
I feel like now so much stuff is made in the same, probably exact factories.
Sure.
I'm sure.
So
just label them different.
So it's like, what's different about it, and what is my need?
Right. Yeah. Edwin Crane says favorite Floyd Rose model. Of course, mine would be the Godot. I think it's the 1996 Godot. That's just what they go by. That's mine. That's what I like. I've tried the 1000s. They're okay. The specials. For me personally, I like to stay away from those because they don't hold up. Especially the specials. And
so that's the thing about you, Joe. You're rough on a tremolo system.
I'm not that rough.
You use it. You abuse it.
Yeah. I mean, I want it to perform like it's supposed to. And
rarely do I do a dive bomb or a Rarely do I do that. So I've never exchanged parts. I've never switched out a tremolo. Everything I have works fine for me. But I know you with the horse whinnies and all that stuff you do.
That's my favorite.
You're rough on a tremolo system.
That's my favorite Floyd right there.
There you go.
83.
I love the gold. That gold just sets it off, man. Yeah, it's nice right there. I like that.
That's
very nice.
83, a real 83.
Yeah. I want to get one of these days. I want to get. Speaking of Floyd Rose systems, I want to get a German Floyd. They say that's the top of the line. I want to get one of those, and whenever I figure out what guitar to put it on, But I think they run about I don't know, $200, $225, something like that. But yeah, I'd like to get one of those one of these days. I had one in my shopping cart at Sweetwater, and I messed around too long, went back and looked, and it was gone because I only had one in stock, and it was gone. I was like, that's my luck.
What brand is it, Jim? What's it called?
It's a Floyd Rose, but it's a German-made Floyd Rose. So it's they're really known for high-quality Floyds.
Right.
It's made in Germany, yeah.
Is that the one that
the
they
metal's
call
a lot better.
the 84? They call that the 84.
That's really good, too, yeah.
Is that the one? Or the original is that coming out of the Schaller factory still?
Yeah, I don't know.
In Germany?
But I know that they have the 84, that one, and they have the German Floyd now. But yeah, either one of those I'd like to have. But for the Goto Floyds, man, the ones that I always get, for the longest time I was getting them off different sellers from Reverb, and it got to where I was getting so many of them, they had sold out. And I would try to find another seller, and they would have it, but they wanted more money. And I was like, nah. And then it dawned on me. It's like, hey, dummy, why don't you check Amazon? And sure enough, they're all over the place on Amazon, and they're reasonably priced too. I was like, that's more like it, So I just didn't think Amazon would have it, But yeah, that's the way to go, man. Oh wow. Everything made in Germany is high quality. Just ask Ralph. Oh, all right then.
Dang.
Woo!
You heard it from her yourself.
Heard it from her. All right. There we go. First witness testimony. You're welcome, he says. But yeah, man, I'm just, when I started to get into the whole Floyd thing, man, I would grab a guitar and it just had the stock Floyd, and I'd just do whatever and
out of tune.
Never would stay in tune. And I was like, what is wrong with this thing? So just a bunch of tinkering around, and then I was like, oh, let me try this, and then let me try that.
For years, Joe, every guitar I bought, I wanted a floating tremolo. For what? I have no idea, but I don't know. 90% got a floating tremolo. So this Ibanez that I showed you, the white one, it's a hardtail. I mean, I don't need it. The more I got to think, I like the way this one here, the Zach Wild model plays.
Right.
No tremolo, no locking nuts, no nothing. Stays in tune, plays great. It's aggressive. The pickups are hot.
And it's easy to change strings on a hardtail guitar. With a Floyd Rose, there's a certain thing about going about that.
When you change your strings, Joe, do you cut them? Do you cut them in the middle, like some people do?
You mean when I'm taking the old ones off?
Yes.
Or sometimes I don't. It just
I see
depends.
people do that on videos. I see people cut them. Like now you got more pieces to deal with.
Usually not on a Floyd, no.
No, usually I'll. If it's a floating system, the first thing that I do is I put a piece of thin cardboard. I have a few pieces in the work drawer over there. And the first thing I do is I take the bar and I press down on the Floyd just a little bit, and I'll slide it, and then let go of the Floyd where it stays level. So when you cut the strings, that Floyd doesn't move.
So you do cut the strings.
Sometimes, either way, it don't matter. The strings are coming off, so you can take them off one at a time. You can undo the things down there behind the fine tuners, the long screws. You can do that, or you can just cut them. I've done it 3 or 4 different ways, but it's all a balancing act at the end. When you cut the strings, it's going to knock it out of whack. But once it's set up the first time and you have it all set up, when you change your strings, put something under that Floyd where it won't move, and then take your strings off, put your new ones on, start to tune them up, and then start to check your tuning. And then when it starts to level out, that cardboard will go. It'll just fall right off because the balance is getting right again. And you might have to make some adjustments here and there on the back cavity, but nothing major. Now where Eddie really helped out a lot of people, me included, his Floyd Rhodes are not floating. They're against the body. So if a string breaks or you go to change your strings, you ain't got to worry about that thing moving or knocking you out of tune. Because on a floating system, if a string breaks, your whole guitar is going to be out of tune. You're going to be screwed.
Yeah, of course.
Right, because the balance is now off. But on a non-floating trim,
that doesn't
happen.
That's what I call it. I don't know what it's called.
Yeah, but a non-floating system, you don't have that problem.
Yeah, if it's floating and your string breaks, it becomes a Guitar Center guitar.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you might as well just put.
It's like that out of tune.
Might as well just leave it alone. Let's see. Ted Fair has a question here. Thank you, Ted. Joe, do you leave your Floyd floating on your Charvel? I can't stand floating because it gets sharp. Goes sharp from being too heavy-handed with my right hand. With my Charvel. Which one, Mr.
That's what I was going to say. You got Joe probably has 12.
But anyway, on the Charvels that I'm thinking of right off the bat, yes, they are floating. Yeah, on the San Dimas models, they have the 2 humbuckers. Yeah, those are floating, and I enjoy a floating system. It doesn't, like I said, it's just how you have it set up properly. There's just, it's one of those things where, how does that old saying go? I can show you better than I can tell you. I've done some videos on swapping out Floyds, and that video still gets comments to this day, and you'd be shocked at the people that tell me how much I'm doing that wrong, how wrong. No, that's not the way you do it, man. What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm like, what? And people lose their shit over that,
There's no right or wrong, really.
And I'm like, hey, man, guess what? It's in tune. It holds its tuning. It's doing its job,
Yeah.
You have your way. I have mine. As long as we get to that same point, what does it matter? That same result,
I don't get
one job.
I don't get why Stratocasters have, like the majority of them have a trem on them, and the majority of Strat players don't use the trem.
Right.
Because it'll go out of tune. It'll go out of tune.
But I don't want to. I don't want to. I really don't want my Strat to have a trem on it. In most cases, like I don't use it.
Yeah,
I just want to bridge string through.
I mean, I have seen Fender Strats with a standard Fender trim system, and the people had it set up, and it would stay in tune, but they couldn't get radical with the bar. They could just do some slight vibrato kind of things, and that's fine. But like what Hendrix would always do and all that. Nah, man.
Most players don't use most Strat players don't use the trem at all. Like it doesn't.
Yeah.
It's like not a guitar that should have it. It should be.
Yeah. If I have a couple of Strats, Fender Strats that have trim, but it's a Floyd Rose, But the ones that are just standard Fender trims, man, I don't.
I mean, a lot of the Strat players end up blocking. They put wood in the.
They
trim.
will.
They don't want it.
Yeah,
they don't
block
want
it off. Yeah.
I don't want it. I'm in the same camp with trem. I don't really use it that much.
Yeah,
but most of my guitars have it.
And it's like a slide. I don't use it either. I have one.
Yeah,
I suck at a slide.
I suck at a slide.
I wish I could play it. I like some of that blues slide guitar. Oh,
it's one of those things. All right, now that you can play guitar, throwing a slide on top, that's a whole nother thing.
Yeah, that's a whole nother level.
It's not that simple.
No, you got to be in a different tuning, really.
Yeah, you have to either be an open E or something.
It's too much.
I remember. I remember this. That reminds me of a quick story. When I was in a duo with Walter years ago, and we played. Ralph, it was in Inman. You remember Pikes used to be down in there. We used to play there all the time, and we had done we got finished with our first set. We played I don't know 7 or 8 songs, and we were taking a break. And this man walks in, kind of a heavyset guy. He was about, I if I had to guess, it was him and his son. So the man was probably in his late 30s, early 40s, and his kid was, I'd say maybe late teens, early 20s. Well, he walks in with an acoustic, and I kind of thought, well, because it was that was our gig that night. They had our name on the little sign out in their parking lot, and it was our gig that night. So we were taking a break, and this guy walks in with an acoustic and his son. And to be fair, the guy did say, "Hey, y'all mind if I play a couple of songs?" And we was like, "No, we don't care."
While you were on break?
Yeah, we're on break. I said, "I don't care." And Dave Stafford, what's up, my friend? What's going on?
What's up, Dave?
What's going on, brother man? Hope you're doing well, brother. Thanks for chiming in, man. But that gentleman walked in with his son, like I said, and he said, "Can we play a couple of tunes?" I was like, yeah. And my first impression, I was kind of like, which I know you're not supposed to do this, but I'm only human. And I looked and I was like, what's he going to do? What's he going to play? So he sits down, and his son sat beside him, and he had a slide, and he started dun 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 dun. I mean, I was like, oh man, just within 5 seconds, I was like, this guy knows what the hell he's doing. And he started playing some slide stuff, and he started singing, and then his son pulled out a harmonica and started doing and man, they killed it. And I was like, I looked at Walter, I said, damn.
Did they play something you knowed, or was it?
No, they just played some blues stuff,
Okay. But it was
a lot of blues songs. But what I'm saying is the most of his stuff was slide, and man, he had that down. And that's just a different style, and I was impressed. I was like, wow, man, where did this guy come from? And are we going to have a job playing here anymore? Because this guy's pretty much blowing our ass off the stage. But I just remember that with the whole slide story, because I would see him play like that, and I said, man, I could never play like that. And I'm like you, I got a slide in the other room in there, but it collects dust, It just collects dust, man. But yeah, they were badass. But they came that one time and did that, and I never seen them again. I guess we were a duo playing. We played up there for, I don't know, about a year. We did that.
A duo.
It was me and Walter. Yeah, and we played with. He was an acoustic player. Walter was the acoustic, and he was the vocalist. And I had my electric with my little effects processors and stuff, and we had backing tracks on a CD. And the man that owned the place back then, he had his own PA system, and he had his own little, stereo system. You could put the CD in, and so we used his PA, and we had the backing tracks coming through the PA along with my guitar and stuff, and his acoustic. And it was a cool setup. It was good. I mean, we played live music that way, and it sounded like a full band. And so we did that for about a year, and then, we would start about 8, between 7:30 and about 8 o'clock. It would 8 until midnight, and that's when the stroke of midnight came. They literally turned off the lights, the neon open sign, clicked it off, and told everybody, all right, you got to go, because it's Sunday, and you couldn't sell alcohol on Sunday then. And everybody had to leave.
And then having a tragedy over there.
Sometimes we would get paid $50 a piece. Sometimes it was $60 a piece. Sometimes it was $40 a piece. It just depended on the crowd. And if they had a good crowd, we made a little bit more money. But it wasn't about the money. It was just about playing and getting the experience. And it went from that to that's when we had a full-blown band. And, that lasted a couple of years, and then things changed after that, and been on my own ever since.
Life goes on.
Life goes on.
Yeah, little Noah ran by my Martin.
Oh, your little dog.
He ran by the acoustic, and
I drive by.
It's just leaning on the desk here, and it kind of went.
That was close. Yeah.
The Kramer caught it though.
That's good. That's good. Oh man. Well, gentlemen, we've been on for an hour and a half. It doesn't seem like that long. It's, went by pretty quick. Anybody have anything they want to add or anything they want to touch on that we maybe missed? Or
I thought it was a good show, man.
Oh, yeah, I had a great time.
Yeah.
I had a great time.
These lists are always interesting.
They are. That's why I wanted to do it, because you just never know what how they're going to have things in whatever order. It's like, where did that come from?
And honestly, that makes it fun. If it's predictable, that's not as interesting, you know. They threw some curveballs on that list.
They did.
They had
a bunch of curveballs.
I know the name. I don't even know the song, though.
There was a bunch of those. There was a bunch where I knew the song and the solo, but I was like, I don't care about that song. It's like, whatever, you know.
Well, and then that's the same. Like, I realize I don't really think about specific solo. I don't go, that was. I don't know. It's more the song, right? For me, that's when I thought about it. When I think solo, I think solo artists more.
Do you?
Yeah, I think kind of like a who's a good example? Like Satriani. Yeah, like him, like a guy like him, a virtuoso guy. Cliffs of Dover. Some of these songs the whole songs are solos. I don't know.
Right.
Wow. Yeah. Well, guys, this will probably be the last live stream for the year, because next, if we were to do a show in 2 weeks, that'd be the day before Christmas Eve.
Maybe 23rd.
The 23rd, and I'm sure everybody's got plans and everybody's got things to do, and so this would probably be the last Talking Guitars episode for this year, I would imagine. I mean, I might go live on my own a time or two here and there. I still have more content coming out just for some pre-recorded videos and stuff like that. But I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight, and thank you very much to the German Butcher and Larry Riker for being here. Nathan couldn't make it. He had some technical issues, and I had some issues going on myself with technical stuff. At the last minute, I finally was able to get it worked out. Got very lucky. So thank you, everybody, for tuning in, and we'll see you next time around. Have a Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Until then, keep rocking and stay safe. See you later. Bye-bye.
She came in and sat down right